Good morning, everybody. Hey, J.R. Fisher here. It is Wednesday, the 14th of April, and we're going to be talking about editing software today and video editing. So if you're into that, good thing. You're in the right place. Do put in that comment section. James is already in there. What's going on, James, my buddy? He says it's 78 and sunny in Savannah. What do we got going on today, James? I don't think it's that. I think this week is a little kind of a cool week for us. But you know, our cold weather is really May and June. We got May gray and June gloom. Oh, he says loud and clear. Good. I appreciate that. Let me know. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. The way to know is if the button is red, that means you have not subscribed. Okay, so that means you won't know when I go live. You won't know when I upload videos. So you want to click it, turn it gray, and then you want to turn on all bell notifications, all notifications. And that way you will know when I upload a video or when I go live. And you won't have to go looking for it or anything like that. And if you like the content, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. That helps the distribution a lot. Morad's in there. What's going on, Morad? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you today, buddy. Paul has just popped in there. Currently on the road, so putting question in early. Sure, man. You're my man. You always have great questions. Have you ever rebrand a private label product as your own? Think it's possible. Well, those little credit card knives, yeah, we did those, and we still do those. And they have, you know, it's a credit card knife that you can fold up, put in your pocket, and it has our website and all that stuff on there. And James is doing a reminder. Oh yeah, I've got the like button. Good. He always gets that, man. He always gets that. I appreciate that. Got a bunch of folks coming in today, and guys, if you're new to us, this is just a live training session I do pretty much every day, Monday through Saturday. I'm 9 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on Saturday, and this is for you. I mean, this is just to answer your questions and help you out. So if you've got any questions about starting, running, and growing an online business, feel free to ask. I don't want to really talk about what I've done, but I will mention that, you know, I've been doing this for 11 years now. And I've made millions of dollars of both digital and physical products, selling them online. So all I'm doing is really just passing this information on to you. Let's see. Morad says, do you heard about Jake Paul versus Ben Askren boxing? You know, something on the surface. I heard something about that. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I know boxing can kill you. I know that. I did kickboxing as a young man, and I did Taekwondo and all that stuff, and I tell you what, there's always a guy that's tougher than you. I figured that out real quick. There's always a guy that's tougher than you. So yeah, I hadn't heard about that particular fight. I did buy that last Mike Tyson fight, and I think Jake Paul was fighting in that. I'm pretty sure that was him, and he beat the crap out of some basketball player, so that was kind of interesting. Come on, JR. I always get value from your live streams and other videos. Thank you so much, James. You're my buddy. I appreciate you so much. I really do. And I'm going to actually go through a whole bunch of different video editing softwares today. Easy for me to say. I was thinking along the line of a report that you could buy rights to and tweak and put it out as your own. No, don't do that, Paul. Do not do that. Here's the thing with reports. People buy the title. In other words, they don't buy the report. They're buying what the title says. By the time they get the report, you know, why would you have somebody else's? You know, I would just, if you don't want to write it yourself, I get that. You can go to textbroker.com. Let me put this in here. Textbroker, and I think it will let me put it in there, .com. And you can hire somebody to actually write this for you. Anything you want. All you got to do is give them an outline. There's no point in paying anybody for this. This is certainly something you can do on your own. Don't bother. So, you know, save your money, just go to Text Broker. I mean, I can get blogs written there for 10, 20 bucks, you know, so, you know, if you're doing a PDF download, that's probably about the same length as a blog. Why pay anybody for any of that information, you know? Give an outline as to what you want, go to Text Broker, put it up as a job. It'll be back to you probably within 2 hours, and save yourself a ton of money. So don't bother doing that. I know a lot of people try to sell their information as, oh, now you can sell my information. You know, the easy part is getting it written. Okay, the tough part is selling it. Okay, so don't get taken in by that. But anyhow, if you're doing videos, guys, you're going to want to edit them. Now some people say, well, I don't even edit it, I just shoot it and do it. Not such a good idea. I would definitely edit whatever you do. Off topic. When's next trip to Texas? Thanks for tips, brother. I don't know, Paul. They started the sheetrock, I think, this week. So they're working on the sheetrock. It actually goes very slow. Once you framed it, the whole process after that goes very slow. So I'm thinking it's going to be at least 90 days from now before we get in, probably the end of June, something like that. However, that's up in the air. They got to worry about appliances and all that other stuff. Cool beans on text broker. Yeah, that'll save you so much money, Paul. All you got to do is come up with a good title, and that's easy to do if you've got TubeBuddy. If you don't have TubeBuddy, you can go to the description after this video. I've got a link to TubeBuddy. You can get a free membership to TubeBuddy, and also you get 30% off if you want to do a paid membership with my link. Question: what makes billionaires in the world like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, different about other people? Well, I can only give you my opinion since I'm not a billionaire, so I don't know. I do see them as really trying to do things that nobody else had done before them. They try to change the world. I know Elon Musk. I was in the car business for over 20 years, and I'd been to Detroit. I met Bob Lutz. I met Lee Iacocca. I've met all these people over the years, and none of them impressed me. No offense to any of those guys, but they just didn't impress me. They were just guys who were in a job doing the same thing that had been done for decades. They never really came up with anything. And when Elon Musk came around, and he, said, "Hey, I want to do this thing," and all the big car manufacturers said, "You can't compete against us. You can't do a production car. You won't be able to do this." And he crushed them. Well, when I saw him come out and I heard him talk, I immediately bought Tesla stock, and I think I paid $137 for it. And after the stock splits and everything, let me see what that's worth right now to give you an idea how well I did on that stock. It says here that my stock has increased 2,589%. So the stock right now it was split 5 times and it's 748. So what is that? 748 times 5. So that $137 investment is now worth that. And that I didn't buy one share, obviously. I bought a bunch of it, but it made crazy money for me. So I think that's the big difference, is they do things that everybody else says you can't do, or it's not possible to do. Elon is incredibly special because, Jeff Bezos sells stuff online. He hasn't created anything. He just sells stuff online. Elon Musk has created things. Elon Musk wants to change the world and the planetary area because he wants to go to Mars. Think about that. I mean, he's thinking on levels that the average person can't even come up with. So I think he's amazing. On the road again, but we'll be listening. Cool, Paul. Clear my throat a little bit. So let's talk about some of these editing software, guys. Now, some of these editing softwares are going to be ones that are free. Some of them are not free. And it's really up to you what you want to do, with your editing. I like one in particular that I'm going to hold off to the very end to tell you about. It's the one I use every single day. And one of the ones I'm going to mention now, I also use too. But the one I use every single day, I'm going to give you at the very end. The first one is called Adobe Premiere. Let me put this in here. And I'll put it in the chat section so you can see what it is. Okay, so there it is, Adobe Premiere. And it's really an outstanding software. It's got a really great reputation. It's been around for a long, long time. It's got, tools in there that are used in Hollywood movie making. So, it's really, really good. Some of the key features is it does have a really good stock audio library. So it saves a lot of time with going out there and trying to find audio files and all that. It's got end-to-end VR 180. Excuse me. So you can create and share stories in VR 180 with immersive features. It's got an auto reframe, so it automatically reformats the videos, which helps you accelerate your workflow. I know the one I use doesn't have that, however, I like it a lot. It's got something called Premiere Rush in it. It includes an app to help you work from anywhere, so you can actually do it on your phone if you want. It's got audio and video syncing. So this is a really nice feature if you're making your syncing your audio and video files together. It helps a lot. It's got a really nice streamlined interface. It's got a massive range of formats. It's got really good technical support, which you probably need in the beginning. Like I don't use any tech support now because I know how to use it, but it's really got top-notch tools. I highly recommend it. It is built for professionals. Now it is not free. It's going to cost you $20.99 a month as of right now. That could be going up, but I'm just letting you know what it is right now. The next one I want to tell you about is Movie. I'm not saying it right. Movie. Is that right? Yeah. There we go. That's the next one I would tell you about. It's an all-in-one video maker, editor, converter, and you can get a free trial. The actual software itself is $79.95 a year. It's more geared towards beginner type editors who want a quick and easy way to edit their videos. It's pretty affordable. It's not that expensive. There's a great screen recording feature also, so if you want to record your screen and do that. It's got a lot of training videos if you want to watch those. It's got extra applications you can add depending on your needs and skill level. It does have some stock content. It's got a lot of copyright free media files and video effects, and it also has some cloud storage if you want to do that. And it also has a DVD burner if you still have a CD or DVD. I don't know anybody has one. It was funny, we had an exercise one my wife had the other day, and we were trying to figure out how to play it, and we had a DVD in one room, but we didn't have the cables to it, and then the other TV didn't have a DVD on it. I don't know. So we're thinking about getting a cable just to watch that one. Some of the good things about it, it's extremely easy to use. It's very affordable pricing. It does offer 4K support. You can record TV programs if you want pretty easily. You can't use them, but you can record them. And it's got a wide variety of formats. The $79.95 one is a pretty good one, but if you want the video editor plus the photo editor, it's going to be $99.95. And then they've got another higher level from that, but that's basically what you get on that one. The next one is called Filmora. Let me put this up here. Filmora X. And you can just Google these things, guys. It doesn't want to let me put what I'm putting in here. It wants to spell correct me. So let me stick that in. There we go. Filmora X. It's a pretty good one. It's a good YouTube editing software. It's for users of all skill levels. It's $39.99 a year or $69.99 one time. I don't know why you wouldn't buy it one time since it's so much cheaper. It's got 100 media layers, so you can stack things up 100 times, which is more than enough. Excuse me. It's got noise removal, which is kind of good. I found that most of that noise removal takes out some of the audio too, though, so it's kind of tough. It does have 4K support, so you can create videos and frames pretty crisp. It's got pretty easy sharing, so you could also use it for that. And it's got a pretty user-friendly interface. I mean, it's not that hard to do. It's got film stock effects, store compatibility, and it also is good for Mac or Windows, no matter what you get, but most of these are. It supports over 50 different formats. It has 4K editing in it, and it has an option to burn your project to a DVD. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but once again, you could do that if you want, and it is $69.99 if you want to get it for a lifetime. And the next one I've got, let's see, will these softwares, do you need a better computer with expanded memory? Yes and no, Paul. It really depends on how long your video is. If you're doing 2 or 3 minute videos, or even up to 10-minute videos, and you've got a fairly new computer, and I consider fairly new the past 4 or 5 years, my computer is now, already going on 2 years old. I got it in 2019. I had the previous one, I had the Mac Air since 2012, so I used that one for 7 years. And the exact thing you're bringing up was the problem I had is I didn't have the storage. And it didn't have the processor capability to do my video editing. And this one here is really good, but it gets jammed up too. And if I have 2 or 3 videos in there, I run out of space. And I think I got 256 space in there. Should have gotten more. Didn't. Should have gotten more. I didn't. When I got my wife's, I got her a gig. So she's got the same computer, but it's a little bit more upgraded. Let's see. Will these editing software store introduction to videos and exit playing close video? They will, some of them have cloud storage. I don't do that. I don't store anything on my computer because it eats up so much space. I just use Dropbox. So I have a folder that says YouTube videos, and then I have another folder in there that says YouTube videos edited, and then I've got another folder in there that says YouTube music and YouTube sound effects and whatever, and I just store all of that on Dropbox. I wouldn't recommend storing this on your computer. If your computer crashes, you're going to lose your stuff, and that does happen, and it can happen. Don't think it doesn't happen. It does happen, and it eats up your space. You don't have any space. So the next one I want to tell you about is Pinnacle, P-I, let me get the spelling right, N-N-C-L-E, Studio. So this is the next one, Pinnacle Studio. Pinnacle Studio is pretty cheap. It's $49.95. It's a great solution for beginners. It is more of a beginner one. If you're a pro user, you may be missing a few things on this, but it's pretty good. This is the latest one from Corel. Corel's been around for a long time. It does have enhanced timeline editing, so you can edit 4K or HD videos. You can customize your workspace, so you can streamline your workflow of what you're doing. It has pretty precise editing. It's got a drag and drop feature for full flexibility. What else can I say about it? It's got an enhanced keyframe control, so you can use keyframes to customize your transitions and effects. It's got a pro caliber tools in it. Software comes fully loaded with all the really upgraded type tools. What else can I say? It's got 1,500 different effects on it. It does support 4K editing, like I said, it's good software. Pinnacle 23 plans start at $49.95, but if you want some of the upgraded Studio Advanced and all that, it costs anywhere from $79.99 on up to $99.99. So that's about what it's going to cost. Next one I want to tell you about is, I had it in my notes right here. There it is. Pro Vegas. Vegas Pro. Vegas Pro 365. Gee, I wonder where they got that from. Vegas Pro 365. Now this is a really low cost one. They charge you monthly, but you got to be careful in these monthly ones because it looks cheap, but if you've had it for 2 years, you paid a lot of money. This is $16.67 a month. It'll help you start your video journey. So if you just want to start, with just a little bit of money and you just want to try this for 2 or 3 months, I would say do that. The best one I'm going to tell you about is at the very end. I'm going to give you all the information on that one. This one here has a thing called SoundForge. It's a tool extension functionalities for video sound optimization. It's got online training, which is nice. You can also use this offline, which is good. It's got nested timelines in there, so it allows you to nestle your timelines. It's kind of weird. You got to get in there and look at it. It's got an auto white balance, which is good, which helps you with your lighting and all that. It does support multicam editing, which is nice. I use multiple angles sometimes on some of my videos. It's got the latest updates and upgrades, complete HDR color content, optical flow in it, and it's got planar motion tracking. And I remembered what that was, and I lost it for a second because I don't have that on mine. You can get the pro version for $19.99 a month. So right there, you're already at $20 a month. In a year, you're going to spend $240. So I want you to keep that $240 in mind because I'm going to tell you something here at the end, which will probably save you a ton of money. But it's a decent one. The other one I want to tell you about is Cyberlink. Let me put this in here. And guys, all you got to do is Google any of these ones that I'm putting in here, and you can find them online. And I'm not trying to sell any of these things or make any affiliate money or anything like that. So don't worry about any of that. But that's the next one. It's Cyberlink Power Director. This is pretty cheap. It's a pretty good value. It's $51.99 a year, so it's not that expensive. It comes with a full 360 editing toolkit. You customize vector shapes if you want. Allows you to add customized shape objects. You can do animated titles if you want with motion graphics. It's got a title reveal mask in there too. It's got the one-to-one square video that lets you create one-to-one videos for Facebook or Instagram if you're posting stuff there. It's got advanced motion tracking. It offers you actually 100% accuracy in motion tracking. So it's pretty good software. Not my top pick, but it's a cheap one. It works out to about $4.33 a month if you were to break it down. So that's a whole lot cheaper than a lot of them that are out there. The next one I do have, and I use it every now and then, it's Final Cut Pro. There's nothing wrong with this one here. It's a really good one. There we go, Final Cut Pro. This one here is really good for YouTube and probably anything else. It's $299.99, so this is more on the expensive end. This is $300. But you can do everything on here. I mean, you can do motion pictures on here. You can do a movie on here. It's a more sophisticated software. It's more for advanced video editors. It has a massive range of features in it. It has accelerated performance, which dramatically accelerates the rendering of your videos. And once you start rendering videos, you'll know what I mean there, because that can take some time. It's really optimized for Mac Pro. However, you know, they have it for PC also. It's got some really comprehensive tools in there. It's got a multicam feature in there. Also, you can sync up to 64 video angles with your various formats and sizes. And it does have the noise reduction, which once again, I've used it. I don't think it works that well, but that's just my opinion. It does have a 360-degree video editing capability. It's got advanced features for pro editing. It's got 4K in it. It's got motion graphic templates in there if you want, and it's got built-in resources. Keep in mind that's $299.99. I do have that one. I have used that one. I don't use that one on a daily basis. I will tell you about the one I do use on a daily basis. Today I am shooting videos, so I have a regular shirt on. I actually put clothes on, right? Because I got to shoot videos today. Next one is what is it? Animoto. There we go, Animoto. Now, Animoto is going to cost you either free, because they have a free version, or $15 a month. Once again, think about that $15 a month. You've got, what is that, 150 and 30, so it's $180 a year is what you're spending for that. Okay, I had to do the math in my head here. It's pretty simple, easy to use one. It's got a drag and drop interface. It's got video templates in there. It does have a stock library, so you really have access to like 1 million stock photos, music, and videos, which is kind of cool. It's got good support, which you're going to want with any of these in the beginning. And it's also got a free version if you want to go free first and check it out from there. It's got a professional version, which is $33 a month, and it's got a team version, which is $49 a month. So it's got different levels. Next one is Hipfilm, H-I-F, film. Okay, Hipfilm, and it's pretty good. It's a free video editing software with professional grade features, and it's free, 100% free. So if you want to check that out, you don't want to spend any money, it's pretty good. You can really, learn your video editing skills with something like this and always move on to a paid version of another one later on. You get access to professional grade editing tools, unlimited tracks and transitions to choose from. It's got a vast online community, so other people can help you out. It is good for Mac or Windows, so that's what it is. Now, you can start using Hipfilm Express for free. If you like it and you want to unlock the other features, you can upgrade to Hipfilm Pro for $349. Not cheap, okay? All the paid plans offer a considerable number of professional level tools, so you're not going to get the pro stuff with a free one, with 12 months of free support. Then they've got a pro version bundle, which is $583. That's really getting expensive. But wait, they've got a pro suite for $677. So it is extremely expensive compared to some of the ones I'm going to tell you about. The next one I want to tell you about is Imovie. Now, Imovie is free. Imovie comes with your software from Apple. So if you want to use a free one, you can use Imovie. It's simple, it's useful software. It costs you $0. I do recommend starting with one of these free ones, if nothing else, so you can kind of learn how to edit. Editing is kind of a weird thing, and if you don't know how to edit, you may need to get something free like this to learn it. It's got studio quality titles in here. It's got high fidelity features in there. It's got special effects. It's got your soundtracks in there. It's got green screen effects if you want to do that. Green screen's kind of dead. Nobody's really doing that anymore. I did it, way back when, but it is there. Oh, I didn't hit the button there. There you go, Imovie. And then you've got Movie Maker. I think it's called Movie Maker. Movie Maker. Movie Maker is the PC version. of the free software. Now both of these, iMovie and Movie Maker, they don't have a lot of the tools that you're going to really want when you get down to some heavy editing. Now the one the one I use and the one I like the most by far is this one, and it's one second here, Tasia by Tech Smith. This is by far the best video editing software I think there is out there. I really like it. It is $249.99 one time. That's it, and then you own it. Now, be forewarned. Every year, 2 years, they're going to say, hey, you ought to upgrade to our newest version because it fixes some bugs. We generally do it every couple of years, and I think it's like $100 to upgrade. But I use video editing software 3 or 4 days a week, so I have to have some good stuff. It is probably by far the best one. I've tried out about 6 or 7 of the ones I mentioned in here, and Camtasia by far is one of the best ones I've ever seen. If you have any questions about what I've gone over today, put that in that chat section. I want to hit those real quick before I get out of here. I do have to film videos today, and it's going to be a long day because I got to film videos. We start at 10 a.m. and what time is it now? It is 9:25. We start at 10 a.m. and I have to go to about 3:30 because at 4 o'clock I got to leave. I'm gonna go get a coronavirus shot. Not wanting to do that, but just looking at all the ups and downs and possibilities, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I'm gonna get the Moderna one, I think it is. I got to make a little bit of a drive, about 30-45 minutes to find a place to do it. I finally found the place. And I was really holding out for the Johnson & Johnson. I really wanted that one because it didn't have the mRNA delivery system, and it was supposed to be the best. And now they've taken it off the market because everybody's getting blood clots. So I guess everything works out for the best. You think you want something and you can't get it, which I couldn't get it. I was really upset about that. And there was a reason for it, right? There's always a reason. If things don't work out, there's a reason for it. I think that's going to be my post of the day. If things don't work out, there's a reason for it. Be thankful, because like if it had worked out and I had gotten that shot, maybe I would have got a blood clot. I don't know. So we're going to see what happens. Anyhow, so at the end of the day, I've got to, I'm going to film all day long, do all these videos for you guys. At the end of the day, I'm going to go get my coronavirus shot. If you like this training, put something in that comment section. Put something in that chat section. I do understand that some of you may be watching this and it may not be live to you, but it doesn't matter. It's still live because I come back and I look at your comments and I read your comments and I respond to you. And some of you guys are really helpful. Like a guy posted a couple days ago that some of the closed caption words were wrong and they were spelled wrong or whatever. So I got to get back to my video editor guy and get that straightened out because we can't have that. So you guys are really helpful. So if you see things that we need to work on, or you have suggestions for other videos, put that in that chat section, okay? Put that in the comment section. Let me know. I want to hear your input. You guys are incredibly helpful. You're very observant. You know things, and I want to hear what you got to say. So put that in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. Don't forget to ring the bell. Ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every single time I go live and I do one of these videos. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped you out a little bit, guys. I've given you a lot of suggestions, a lot of ways you can go with your video editing in here. I've given you the names of the companies. All you got to do is Google it. You'll find the products. You know the pricing of it. You've got some free ones. You've got some that are on the high end. Man, if you look at Camtasia at $249.99, that's probably the best deal out there. Probably one of the best editing softwares out there. I mean, I use it for everything. I even use it to make like banners and pictures and all kinds of stuff because it does so many things. I also have Photoshop. Photoshop is a little harder for me to use. I don't like it as much, but I have to use it for certain things. But man, Camtasia, it is the deal. The deal. Okay, guys, if you got anything else, stick it in there. Getting ready to get out of here. I got to get to work, change this office around a little bit, set it up for video editing. Excuse me, set it for video filming. Editing will come in the next few days, and then I get all that set up. I really appreciate you guys being here. I really do. I love having you here. I love seeing you guys show up. I love seeing you grow your businesses online. I love getting the comments about the money you're making and the results you're getting. I love seeing that. So please don't stop doing that. Please give me more and more of that. I want to hear it. It's encouraging to me to see you make money. It's all about starting, running, and growing your online business. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, put any comments in that chat section there or in the comments if this is not live to you, and I will see you tomorrow.